Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mostly Sci-Fi, and I am Mostly Sci-Fi, and I am your host. Please like and subscribe if you can. Donate to the Patreon or become a member. Now, this one I wanted to do a double feature instead of doing two separate videos. The double feature is Heretic, and then the next one would be Venom: The Last Dance. And they can kind of, if I do it really well, they can kind of segue into each other, because one is about questioning God, and then the second one is a lot more deeper than you think. It's about questioning the universe. Okay, so this is like really quick. It's not going to be such a long review. The Heretic was very, very good. It was written by the same studio that wrote Heredity, that did Heredity, The Witch, right? And Midsommar. So that's A24. Right now, I think they're making like the best horror movies right now. And this is up there. I would say it's up there in the top 3, because my favorite is probably The Witch, and then it's like Midsommar, and then it's kind of Hereditary. Okay, so they're making like really good movies. I would say that Hereditary, if you want to get philosophical with religion, it's like religion and a thriller. So it's religion and horror, and it's like philosophical. Hugh Grant is basically, he's the main actor in that movie. He does an excellent job. I don't know why he's never played the villain, because if the movie was like, I don't know, a bit more longer and more serious, because I thought it was kind of like a bit too short. I think it could have did more with it. But if it was like written just a little better, I think that he could have won like an Oscar, because he did it really good with playing the villain. So it was just like your kind of scary thriller type of movie. I would give it average, above average, like maybe 8 out of 10, because of the philosophy, because of just Hugh Grant. Like Hugh Grant, like, was really good in that movie. I just wish they would have fleshed it out a little bit more. I think it seems like it was like a little bit too short, or there was something missing from it. Okay. But it was a good movie. It's a good movie to bring your girlfriend or your boyfriend to, and to make you kind of think and stuff like that. It's not on the same par as like Terrifier or even Smile 2. But it's up there. It's a good movie. I will put it in a, maybe, now that I think about it, yeah, maybe still in the top 3. It's a good movie. It depends on the perception you take of the movie. So if I had the money, I would go see it. Okay, it's a good movie. It's worth seeing it, and it's above average. Okay, the next movie was kind of a surprise to me, which was Venom: The Last Dance. Venom 1 was like really good. The soundtrack, Eminem's soundtrack, Venom. Plus the movie was good. Okay. Plus you had the scenes at the end, and the characters were pretty much goodly fleshed out. I really liked it. Venom 2 left a lot to be desired. It just wasn't, the plot wasn't very well. It wasn't very good. I know Cletus, like I know of him in the Venom comics books. Cassidy, I think it's Cletus Cassidy or something. Like he's some kind of like crazy killer and stuff, and him and his lady Shriek run havoc around the city, and he kills a lot of people. I think it was played by Woody Harrelson. The plot was like really weak, but the chemistry between Venom and Eddie Brock, or Tom Hardy, and the whatever computer animation, whatever you want to call it, the chemistry between those two are really, really good. Okay, so there's a lot of jokes and you be chuckling. Venom is pretty much, he's funny. Okay, so if you're not feeling good about your life right now, go and see Venom. It will make you smile. So Venom 1 was good. Venom 2, I would give like a 5 or 6. I mean, it's still kind of enjoyable because of the action scenes, because of the havoc that Carnage causes. But the plot line was just horrible. You couldn't relate with whatever her name is, Screech, the woman that screams, and Cletus. You couldn't really, they weren't fleshed out enough. Okay. And then The Last Dance. So The Last Dance, I think that you gotta kind of watch the comics or read the comics to understand, and you would appreciate the movies more because they had a lot of characters from the comics, like all the symbiotes, like all the types of symbiotes they used. Okay, so I only know of like a couple, like there was a girl one. I think there's like a girl one, and I forgot what she does. And then I kind of know her vaguely. I know of and I know of Venom, and then they got like some guy called Toxin. Actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't really know any of them. I only know of Venom and Carnage, and then there's a girl, which I forgot her name. But the rest of them I really don't know. So, because I know it's a lot, and I know of the character that is like, he's like a cosmic entity, like he's probably one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe. I don't think they're gonna use him again, which is kind of sucks because he's quite powerful. He's like more powerful than Thanos, to be honest. But you know what happens at the end, right? Right, the beast gotta be, I need this thing to get out, and then they never get out. So you never get to see him fight, kind of like this kind of thing. Just like Darkseid, right? So you had Darkseid with the DC. I need this so I can make it to the other side of the world, but he only makes it a little bit out, and then he gets sucked back in. It's always like that. So I'm not spoiling anything. So it was like that. The plot was much better than part 2, but it wasn't better than part 1. Okay, but the connection between like Venom and Eddie Brock is a lot closer. It's better. Like the camaraderie, the friendship. You know, it's kind of, that's why I liked it, because of the characters of those two are really fleshed out really well. Okay, really, really good. Okay, and that's why I would watch the movie. For Venom, I would give like a 7, something like that. Like The Last Dance is a 7. I enjoyed the movie. If I had $10 and I had to spend it on which movie, that's kind of hard. Like, it depends on what you want that day. So, to leave completely satisfied, I would probably say Venom. But the Heretic is really good. Okay, it's really good. It's just a different kind of movie. That's all. You know, I just want to go to a movie and don't think, and just watch and enjoy it. And that's what Venom does. The Heretic makes you think a bit more. Okay, so they were both pretty good movies. I will go and see it. And this is mostly sci-fi. Well, mostly.